5:04 right now. Police in Gaston County say they've made dozens of drug-related arrests in the last year, mostly due to fentanyl. And while police say drugs are coming in at a quicker rate, overdose numbers are starting to drop. WCCB Charlotte's Mondo has more on the response process for overdoses.
Do you feel like it's definitely grown within the past year? I mean,
without question.
Drug trafficking is now a booming issue in Gaston County. Captain Jeff Phelps with the Gaston County Police Department's Special Investigation Unit sees it firsthand.
We're seeing unprecedented amount of fentanyl come in our community, amounts of drugs we've never seen before.
Phelps says fentanyl has basically replaced heroin altogether in the county. In years past, Gaston County PD would measure drugs seized by grams. Now,
we've gone beyond thousands of grams. We're just calling it kilos.
Last year, 100 kilograms of fentanyl were seized in Gaston County and 100,000 fentanyl pills. When people overdose, Gastonia Emergency Medical Services and the Gastonia Fire Department step in.
Whether that's Narcan, we can do some interventions as far as providing oxygen for the patient.
Narcan plays a major part in helping fatal overdose numbers drop. Captain Brandon Miller with GEMS tells me he has administered Narcan to overdose patients many times.
This medication is beneficial to have in the community. It can mean the difference between life or death for a patient.
Gastonia Fire Battalion Chief Brandon Presley has also given Narcan to a patient. He tells me his team responds to every time there's an overdose call. So far this year, they've had 77 calls for Narcan.
When we didn't have Narcan on the fire trucks, that was a little more difficult because we did have to wait on EMS to get there. So now we're able to make a difference for them.
Not only are Gaston County first responders working to make a difference for people who overdose, but also people who are charged with minor possession. The evolution of fighting drugs in Gaston County has led to the new Law Enforcement Assisted Diversion Program, or LEAD.
Instead of arresting someone for a small amount of drugs, a low-level offender can now be diverted into community-based wraparound services to truly focus and getting them help.
Captain Phelps says that fatal and non-fatal overdoses are each down 30%.
Programs, Narcan, is making a big difference.
Mondo, WCCB News.
Thank you, Emma.